Non-QB Offensive Player of the Year for 2021, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, and Devontae Adams. Out of all these people, I would have to give it to Cooper Kupp. I think he's had the best season out of anyone on here. And I just think that he's leading receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and receptions in one season, the Triple Crown. And he had a very good chance of breaking Megatron's record. He was short, but he was very close. And honestly, one of the best seasons for a receiver of all time. So I would have to give it to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp for the 2021 season, 145 receptions, 1,947 receiving yards, and 16 receiving touchdowns. Honestly, a dominating season, and you can't really not look at those numbers and see that he doesn't deserve Offensive Player of the Year, and honestly, he deserves it. What do you guys think about this, and who do you guys other recommend than Cooper Kupp? Because I think he's probably the only candidate I would think of who really is going to get all the votes, in my opinion. National championships in college football history. Yale has 18 national championships compared to Alabama's 16, which honestly, Alabama is obviously more impressive just because the last time they won a championship was in the 1927, and honestly, that was a very long time ago, and there was obviously not that many colleges during that time. Alabama's are way more recent, and I think it's just a more impressive accomplishment, but to beat Yale and have more than they do is going to honestly be impressive in general just because of the numbers they've had. And Alabama, I think eventually will get there, probably in a couple years, maybe in the next 5 years. I think they could win that many, so it's definitely plausible. They only need 3 more because they only need to reach 19. Most national championships in college football history. Yale, here are the Yales: 1874, 1876, 1877, 1880, 1881, 1882, 1883, 1884, 1886, 1887, 1888, 1891, 1892, 1894, 1900, 1907, 1909, and 1927. They pretty much won every couple years in the 1800s and was honestly very impressive for them. Passing yards in NFL history. Number 1 is Peyton Manning for the Denver Broncos at 5,477 yards. Honestly, very impressive. Number 2, Drew Brees, 5,476. Number 3, Tom Brady, 5,316, which he was 44 when he got this record, which is honestly very impressive. In my opinion, deserves the MVP. Number 4 is Tom Brady again at 5,235 last year. And number 5 is Drew Brees at 5,208. Honestly, a great season and very impressive to be in this list at the age of 44 or 43. Honestly, very impressive for Tom Brady and proves how good he's been.